It's apparent, very quickly, that I have made a calamitous footwear error. Standing on the edges of an artificial turf indoor football pitch at Arsenal's Stadium complex in North London, I vainly attempt to kick a ball at the assembled huddle of Centrepoint residents, all wearing sensible kit and studded boots, while I've plumped for knee-high suede boots. The ball veers away wildly and one of the 24 young people jogs to retrieve it. The group are here, a few days before Christmas, for their final session of a scheme that melds employability and confidence training with sport and exercise. Once a week, for 2 months, the young women and men come to Arsenal in the kit provided, spending half the session in a small room, discussing interview techniques, tactics for searching for work, application skills, and building confidence. Craig, one of 3 trainers working with the group, says, "You can look at a bench press and say I am going to lift 200 kilograms, but you've got to start somewhere." Confidence is particularly important. Many Centrepoint residents have been through traumatic periods, often repeatedly, and treated with disdain and even violence. Even if their personal circumstances weren't already confidence-destroying, the stigma around homelessness is endemic and can become self-defeating. Mixing jobs talk with football helps with this, as well the health benefits. Even the most shy members of the group open up and shout suggestions in the complex team games on the pitch. Without teamwork and talking together, their action plans to win can never be realized. Being confident enough to talk to strangers is difficult for lots of young homeless people, and a job interview is precisely that, with particularly high stakes. Talisha became homeless after a breakdown in the relationship with her mother. After 6 months of sleeping on friends' sofas, she found Centrepoint, the youth homeless charity and a beneficiary of the 2017 Guardian and Observer charity appeal. After completing the Arsenal training course earlier in the year, she represented England at the Homeless World Cup in Oslo. "Last year I was sheepish, but it brought me out of my shell. Now I talk to anyone," she says, taking a break from training. "I learn new things off them, they learn new things off me." All participants point out one of the main things is how much people share about their experiences, and how this bolsters their confidence when speaking to new people. Craig explains that for those who go on to compete in the international competitions, there's often a lot of press attention, which can be overwhelming. They use the opportunity to do workshops on resilience, to help them consider what they can learn from such situations, and how they can use new skills to overcome problems in later life. While the course may only be 8 weeks, the work between Centrepoint and Arsenal continues. All of those attending are looking for work, and Arsenal's links with the local economy are huge. If people want to work in retailing, catering, event planning or anything around the stadium, the trainers know where to point them. But they are realistic. When someone inevitably suggests they'd like to coach a Premier League team, the coaches point out there are very few coaching jobs in the country at all, and those that do exist are both unbelievably competitive, and take years of work to attain.